I'll tell you what, Fauntleroy and Little Paige Bugs, they are so quick and long and athletic that Nikki Collin doesn't play with that traditional 5 that we talked about, but those two can do a lot of damage on both ends of the floor. They're excellent in their ball screen coverage. They can score when they invert to the block. They also can shoot the 3.
They forced Watkins into 7 for 25 shooting from the floor. Juju gets in the lane, forces one up, looking for a whistle. None coming.
Nice step-up screens. Walker, good. Drop coverage by Marshall. Step-up screen by Baylor. Wide open mid-range jump shot. And now they're making more of those than they did in the first half.
Under 5 to play and a 1 seed in trouble here in Portland. Spinning in the lane, going to the right hand for Caitlin Davis.
I'd go right back to the same set if you can, because you know they're in drop coverage. That time it's a hedge. Oh, she's getting to her spots, Beth. She's getting to her spots.
Oh, she had a career night when she went back home to the state of Virginia in the second round, and she's got a big follow-up performance here this evening. Watkins looking for the assist, and Davis will head to the line.
I want you to watch how Jada Walker's gonna, here comes the step-up screen right here, okay? Now watch what happens. She goes behind it, look where the defense is. That's what drop coverage is. You don't over-penetrate, you dribble into space. Everyone else is cleared out to the other side. And there she's playing off the screen, getting to her strong hand, getting to the midline, right to the nail, pull-up 15-footer.
She's got the speed advantage on Padilla, and she is going to work. $15 points and 6 assists for Walker. They have 3 players in double digits. Little Paige Bugs has a double-double tonight for the Bears. Second one good from Davis.
Kayla Williams in the game for defensive purposes.
Yeah, see, they had to get Padilla out of there. Walker was starting to eat her up a bit, and now it's Williams. Nice move by Walker to free herself, and Williams gets the rebound. Juju going to work on the smaller defender, drops it off inside, picks up the assist.
That's the unselfish play of Juju Watkins. Last 3 times she's touched it, she's passed it. She trusts her teammates.
Walker on the drive. Williams able to bother the shot. Here comes Juju the other way. 1-on-2. Watkins to the right side. Counted and a foul.
You are not going to knock Juju Watkins off her line. Watch this right here. Her shoulders stay parallel to absorb the contact with the basket. And then she takes a little bump, but she keeps her focus on finishing.
23 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists for Watkins. Her first basket since the 6.5-minute mark of the third quarter. And the adjustment here, Debbie, from Lindsay Gottlieb to get a quicker defender into the game in Kayla Williams. It's paid off the last 2 trips. Now defending on Walker up top. Andrews, blocked by Juju, who keeps it alive and gets it to a teammate.
What a play defensively by Juju Watkins. The ball pressure of Kayla Williams on Jada Walker. 4 blocks for Juju. That's why she's one of the more complete players. We're getting ready to see another one in the next game in Paige Beckers.
Watkins way off. from the bench, yelling out to her, don't settle. She's been able to beat people off the bounce. Under 3 to go. 3-point lead for the 1 seed USC.
I had Little Paige Buggs set some ball screen action right here. She's got that big on her. They go Iverson cut over the top.
Andrews almost lost it.
That's the screen I want right there. Now, good job reversing sides of the floor by Walker.
Williams able to jar it loose. 6 on the shot clock here on the baseline inbounds. Watch out for Walker stepping on.
Is she aware of the clock?
Andrews, the leaner, way off. Air ball and a shot clock violation. They lost track of time. Time now for tonight's Star Stories, brought to you by Honda. And the numbers for Walker and Watkins tonight. Juju's team with the 3-point lead and the ball, 2:11 to go. Forbes will handle the ball handling duties now. Trying to get it to Juju. Here she is, under 2 to go.
She's passed the last couple of times. Not this time.
Off the bounce, steps into the lane and draws the foul.
I mean, the hang time, the change of pace, the patience in reading the second level. The other thing that USC has done is they've kept Baylor off the free throw line in the second half. They have not fouled on the defensive end. They only have 1 team foul, Beth. Keep an eye on that as we move closer.
USC 3 of 5 in the second half. Juju is 6 for 7, so this gets her to her daily average. 7 makes on 8 attempts. Makes it a 2-possession game. The 1 seeds, South Carolina, Texas, Iowa, all winners and all into the Elite 8. USC trying to join them. An 8-0 run, triggered by the defensive change to bring Williams in. Andrews gets a clean look and knocks it down.
Full court pressure.
Opens up the floor a little bit for Juju. She'll slow it down. Help coming from Andrews or Edwards. They make her give it up.
Nobody guarding Kayla Williams. Everybody looking to load to the ball.
And the pick by Andrews. And a foul called on Forbes with 1:10 to go.
This is another great play right here. Cut off the penetration, ice ball screens, keep them on one side, and active hands.
That's Andrews making plays at both ends for Baylor here.
That's because Walker can handle 2 on the ball. Makes a good read right there.
Bumping a foul on Kayla Williams. Playing some of the most critical moments of her season right here. As Baylor tries to unseat a top dog. Final minute for a spot in the Elite 8.
Edwards off the flare screen.
Offensive foul and a charge taken by Davis.
That play was just too slow developing. It gives Davis a chance to step in and draw the foul.
Possession arrow is with USC. And is Gottlieb going to call a timeout? Yes, she is, I think. And she also motioned to advance. Both teams have timeouts left. Both sides are in the ball. Let's see, SC still has a foul to give. Baylor looking for their 11th Elite Eight. They have 3 national championships. Southern Cal looking for its first Elite Eight since 1994 on a quest to get back to the mountaintop for the first time since they won back-to-back championships with Cheryl Miller and Cynthia Cooper and the McGees back in 1983 and 1984. If you're looking for your full circle moment, that first one was led by a USC freshman. Cheryl Miller did it. Juju trying to keep her hopes alive to match it.
Let's see what Nikki Collin decides to do here defensively. I don't know if you want to try a quick trap, if you want to try something different. They've been pretty good and solid in their man-to-man. It might not be worth the risk. Maybe just straight up good ball pressure right here.
Forbes to run the show.
Can you keep the ball out of Juju's hands in this set?
Oh, losing her shoe is Davis. Sneaker on the deck, trying to get out of the way, Watkins. Juju triple team, finds Davis inside, and she missed the layup.
They're going to have to review this. Call on the floor, though, is USC ball. How did Davis get her shoe on and then get open under the basket?
And then couldn't make the gimme.
I mean, she was so wide open.
Crazy sequence there.
Is white ball that is being reviewed.
It's got to be conclusive evidence to overturn it. Boy, that's a close one.
Yeah.
See what the officials come up with. I think it might be Baylor's ball right here. It looks like it goes off.
Yeah, that looks like.
Yep.
Right.
So that the officials decide and determine at the monitor, then I'm sure Baylor's going to call timeout if it's their ball to advance it. Both coaches can utilize this time as a timeout. USC has one foul to give.
That is like fingertips for both sides near the ball there. Call on the floor would keep it with USC with 5 seconds on the shot clock. If it goes to Baylor, the shot clock is off.
Well, they're
unless they put more time on at 29.3.
Well, if it goes to Baylor, they're going to call timeout to advance it.
In a 2-point game.
What a game. I mean, what a second half for Baylor. Did an incredible job of utilizing their athleticism and their speed to get back in the game after trailing by 6 at the break. They missed a lot of shots in the first half, but in the second half, Baylor has really hung in there with the 1 seed and put some pressure on them, game pressure right now. So you go over 2 scenarios with your team right now.
Trojans have won 14 of the last 15 they've played. The only team better over that stretch was South Carolina. And they are still looking at it. Such a critical call here.
Typically, DV Sports loads 4 replays into the machine, but then they could have 8 looks that they can look at, things that we might not be able to see.
Melissa Barlow, Kevin Petzel, Cameron Inouye, the officials here tonight. They are calling for more angles. I mean, if it's if it's still inconclusive at this point. Still to come, UConn and Duke, our second game here tonight. Winner of that one meets the winner of this one on Monday. It's the last matchup to set in the Elite Eight. We know Iowa plays LSU, South Carolina's got Oregon State, and Texas meets NC State.
Well, and the thing is if it is Southern Cal's basketball, Beth, with 5 seconds on the shot clock, I think Nikki Collin, excuse me, plays it out. You know, you got to D up right here, right? No fouling, no putting them to the line. You got to play really good D and rebound, and then if you rebound, then you can advance the ball with a timeout. So now they're going to bring Cameron Inouye in, and look. So this is taking a little bit longer than usual, but they want to get it right.
Yeah, they gotta. Okay, they are closer to a decision.
They come together. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Again, the call is USC ball. And it will remain after all that USC ball.
So you D up hard right here for Baylor, and you better rebound. If you don't get the rebound, you have to foul immediately. Down 2.
5 on the shot clock. 29.3 to go.
Pre-switch by Baylor.
They lob it inside to Watkins. And a foul with 2.9 to go. Reaching in is Fowleroy.
You do not want to foul. There were 3 on the shot. They invert their defense, so they pre-switch. So that when the ball comes in, you can have the right matchups. Wow.
And now Watkins, who's 8 of 9 at the line. 84% on the season. 2 makes to make it a 2-possession game.
Three timeouts for Baylor.
And USC does have a foul to give. 4-point lead for SC, and Watkins has scored the last 7 in crunch time for the Trojans.
Obviously, Baylor did not want to foul.
Two timeouts left for the Bears, 1 for USC. And this is on the right side of your bracket. The upper right, we already know, Iowa and LSU, and a barn burner, 7 Eastern on ESPN Monday night. And then later here in Portland, USC Baylor, UConn Duke fighting for those 2 spots.
You can get a quick 2 here. And you can extend the game. And you don't want to foul Juju Watkins, so you score, you deny her, make someone else. And we'll see who's she going to put on the floor. Yeah, we'll see who she puts on the floor. I mean, I'm going to foul Caitlin Davis.
Yeah, 24 and white would be the one at 58%.
I would look for a direct feed to the block. Look for a little cross-screen action here.
10-3 run over the last 3.5 minutes for Southern Cal. There's the inbound to Edwards. Back to Andrews looking for 3. Banks it in! 1-point game. And a timeout to advance for USC. Off the window for Andrews.
Sarah Andrews sets the cross screen, then comes around for the handoff. This is very well done. She sets the screen, then she comes right over for the handoff. Excellent execution, and she'll take the bank.
Her 5th triple of the game, 9th for Baylor.
USC, I'm trying to inbound the ball to Juju, and I'm doing everything I can if I'm Baylor not to let her catch.
Is Caitlin Davis out, or is she your inbounder with that 58% free throw shooting number? Most of the damage has been done by Juju. She's made 10 of 11. The others 4 for 6.
What a shot. What a big time shot by Sarah Andrews. The most experienced player Nikki Collin has, the one she trusts the most. She's got 5 triples. Cross screen by Andrews, then she slips that ghost screen right there and steps behind the dribble handoff. And you'll take a little luck as well. Really nice execution.
All right, so Davis is in the game. Number 24 in white is the worst free throw shooter.
Let her step to the ball and catch it.
If you're Baylor. She runs in the totally opposite direction, and they do get it into Watkins. Double team coming, and a foul. Andrews whistled for the reach-in, her 4th, and Juju to the line, but now even 2 makes, it's still a 1-possession game.
Right, so then you're going to call timeout, you're going to advance the ball. Now let's see what happens here, because, you know, I know we've been talking about that foul that USC has to give. If you're going to take that foul, you better take it on the dribble down, not on the dribble up. You don't want to let the officials think that you could get caught in the act of shooting.
29 for Juju. For Watkins. 12 of 13 from the line, and a massive 4th quarter for the freshman. She's got the #1 seed in front by 3, under 20 to go.
And you know what, because they still have a timeout remaining, does Baylor. I'm going for a quick 2 here. I'm still trying to extend the game.
Hey, let's take a look at tonight's Capital One rewarding performance.
Sarah Andrews taking it to Juju Watkins, and Juju with a D comes up with a steal. And then her ability to get in the paint and drop it off inside. And then, of course, we know she can do this. Fill it up from outside the arc. A complete game, stuffing the stat sheet, getting an and 1, and making her free throws where she is 12 for 13.
7 of 7 at the line in this 4th quarter. She has scored the last 9 points for SC. Forbes has 4 fouls. She would be the only one who you wouldn't want to take that chance if they choose that foul to give. 14th time this season, Juju scored 30 or more.
You're switching on everything if you're USC. And you do not want to foul. You don't want to stop the clock. But I still think a quick 2 is available, even though Nikki Collin probably has a play with both options.
Last inbound, they went for the 3 and got it with Andrews. Watkins able to get over the top of the screen that time. Back to Andrews. No good. Rebound, Marshall. And a foul immediately. 16th rebound for Rhea. And it will be her first trip to the line coming up.
Didn't like the options there. Just the play was too slow developing. I mean, it's Edwards and Andrews playing on the top of the floor. She did have a good look. It was a deep 3.
Marshall's a 68% free throw shooter. Needs 1 to make it a 2-possession game.
See, the problem with going for the 3, it took too much time. And as long as you still had a timeout left, I might have considered the quick two in the paint, put a little pressure on USC around the rim not to foul, and then try to extend the game.
In and out. And the final timeout for Baylor to advance. 7.5 to go, down 4.
She just really needed to make one to make it a 2-possession game. Now you got to go for the 3.
They have options, does Baylor. Andrews being the best, she's got 5 triples. So now neither side has a timeout. Possession arrow is SC.
See assistant coach Beth Burns in the huddle for Lindsey Gottlieb right now, talking defense with her team.
And so let's see, looks like that's the Duke Blue Devils. Keeping an eye on things from
Reagan Richardson, ready to go right there.
Huge tournament so far for her with a pair of 20-point games. They have the biggest upset of the tournament so far, knocking out 2-seed Ohio State.
They still have that foul to give, Beth.
Yep. Just not Forbes. She's on the inbounder. Edwards for 3. Doesn't get it. Out of bounds to Southern Cal with 1.2 to go.
Are they going to review this?
The out of bounds call on the floor is white ball. This play is under review.
That might have been last touch by Juju. After just an incredible regular season for the Pac-12 Conference, in its final campaign, they pushed 5 teams into the Sweet 16 and now trying to get a second team into the Elite 8. Oregon State's already there. And USC, that berth within their reach right now.
What a season for Baylor. I mean, what a job Nikki Collin has done. 26 wins, they won 8 of the last 9. Win a couple of games to get into the Sweet 16, especially going into Castle Coliseum and knocking off Virginia Tech. One of the few upsets we've seen in the second round in the Sweet 16. And you can see the emotion on the Baylor players, especially Jada Walker, who played such a significant part in allowing Baylor to make this late postseason run.
17 for Andrews, 15 for Walker, a double-double for Little Page Buggs, near double-double for Edwards, but a big fourth quarter for Juju Watkins. Ice from the free throw line in this final 10 minutes.
And you know what, the officials have to do this, Beth, even though we know the game is over, because they got to get it right.
The call stands. White ball.
They are trying to advance in the NCAA tournament. They're being evaluated on this right now. They can't just let it go, even though the game's over. So they have to go to the monitor and look.
So an inbound away from advancing here for USC. And that'll do it. Southern Cal will fight on. And this remarkable season continues into the Elite 8. For Lindsey Gottlieb and the Trojans, they will face UConn or Duke on Monday night. Can Juju Watkins and company find a way to the Final Four?
An incredible offensive performance by Juju Watkins to lead her team with 30 points on 28 shots. She was 2 for 11 from the three-point line. Obviously, the defensive game plan was schemed to try to limit her, but she did get to the free throw line. She had 6 boards, 4 assists, a couple of turnovers, and 39 minutes of play.